Hello again, guys. It's Keith with Bulletproof RC. And I'm back with you to share an update on the Team Associated Rival monster truck. I picked this vehicle up off of eBay, and it was sold as a used vehicle. However, I could not find hardly any signs of use whatsoever on this vehicle. The body was immaculate, the chassis, the skid plates, no dirt could be found anywhere except for a little bit of dust, what appeared to be dust, on the tires. I'm not a big fan of the Team Associated Rival stock body, or the stock color scheme, should I say. The body fits great, so I did pick up a Team Associated clear body, and I did not know which direction to go with colors, but since this truck has a lot of aluminum bits on it, I thought I would stick with the same color scheme. The bottom of the truck has blue skid plates. The chassis is silver aluminum, and then of course the previous owner had mounted GPM aluminum shock towers and shocks on this vehicle. So I picked this color scheme that would match up with the aluminum bits and of course the blue wheel rings as well. So I went with the metallic blue from Pactra. Try to find. There's your part number, guys, if you're interested in the metallic blue Pactra paint. And then, of course, I used Tamiya color PS41, that's the silver, and PS5 black, because as you can see, I backed everything with black, and then, of course, the bed, I painted it black. Silver stripes with the metallic blue, just a simple paint scheme. I didn't go overboard. Had these Red Bull stickers on hand, purchased those off eBay some time ago, and I think it turned out pretty good. Now, I'd mentioned that the body from Team Associated did not come with any decals or window mask whatsoever, so I had to get creative with all of that. I made the windows clear, as you can see, so I was able to use the original body's decals as a template to go by to create window mask. And I did choose to go ahead and give it a rear window as well, which was not an option on the original body. And of course didn't come with any decals. I had to get very creative with headlights and grille. Try not to get in the light here. That is carbon fiber vinyl that I cut out for headlights with some HPI decals for the actual lenses. And then that is a Team Associated SC10 front grille decal that I cut down to fit the front grille. I think overall it don't look too bad. I think it matches the yellow and everything in the Red Bull stickers. And then the rear, I did kind of the same thing. I've got some, try not to get in the light here, got some carbon fiber vinyl decals back there that I cut out, and then red, I can't remember what those red decals come from. I had to cut them down to fit. And of course I'm supporting my buddy here at Everyday RC, Chris. Chances are, if you've watched my channel, you've heard his name before. Chris is a great guy. He has an amazing channel. He encouraged me to start my YouTube channel. He's been just a great source of encouragement and a great friend for, I guess, about a year and a half now. And he and I talk very often. And he's actually the one that inspired me to get a Team Associated Rival in the first place. I had mentioned in my previous video that I had a Team Associated Rival a couple of years ago, and Chris's Team Associated Rival was a template for me to go by to build my original monster truck. And I figured since I purchased this one, we would sport his YouTube channel on the back, because he's the very inspiration behind the Rival monster truck. And I want to keep this in my collection. I know I say that, and sometimes I sell vehicles, but I really do like this truck, so hopefully we'll keep this one around. And I'm trying not to bang this body up too much. I've still got the original body for bashing, but anyway, big shout out to Chris. He's got a great channel. He sends his monster truck into the ozone layer. If you, especially his Losi XXL, check out his video with that one. It's insane what he does with his trucks. But I'm not that brave. I do jump my trucks, but I don't go that high. Now let's take the body off. I'll show you some things I did on the inside here. Got those shocks cranked down quite a bit. There's still more adjustment that can be had. These shocks, they felt very springy to me. I just figured they had very light oil in them. But experimenting, I went up to 80 weight, all four corners. And I'm still not happy with the dampening this truck has. It feels much better than it did when I first got it. But I went ahead and ordered, 80 was as high as I had. I ordered some 100 weight Losi shock oil, and hopefully this week I'll get that. And I'm planning on going with 100 weight. And of course I'm going to back off a little bit on my tension. Right now I'm having to keep the vehicle this stiff because the dampening is not quite right, and just to avoid rollovers and bottoming out, I had to do that for now. Did put a Hobby Wing cooling fan on this motor. Just keep in mind, if you do pick up this particular fan, it does okay. You have to bend it a little tighter because this is a 40 millimeter can motor. I guess it's made to go over the castle type motors with the fins on them. So it actually had to be bent in a little bit for it to clamp on the motor properly. And there's no hole under the fan for the fan to blow onto the motor. The fan cools the heat sink, and the heat sink draws heat from the fan. I like this fan okay, but guys, if you really want a great fan for your 1/8 scale motors, this is the one to get right here. If I can get this body off. Oh yeah, we've got Velcro, don't we? That's the fan you want right there. That's a Yay Racing Tornado fan. Dual fan setup. And it's got a great clamping system for its heatsink. And then it actually has vent holes. The fan actually circulates air around your motor inside the heatsink, and then also the heatsink works to dissipate heat as well. So and those fans individually put out more air than that huge fan that's on the monster truck now that I showed you. So you got 4 times as much cooling capacity as you do with this one. Of course, this is a very cheap fan. It's a great option if your heat is not too insane. But considering that I'm running this Reedy motor on 6S right now, and it's only rated for 4S, it's getting hot even with this fan. So I'm very nervous about that motor giving out on me. So I'm gonna have to get a 6S rated motor real soon. Last video I mentioned, get this guy around, huge and heavy. That's what she said. Anyway, that's a Power HD 20 kilogram waterproof servo, and I talked about it a little bit in the last video. I don't recommend this servo for a truck of this size. It's doing a great job. It's turning the wheels. It's a heck of an upgrade over the stock servo. But if you're picky at all about your steering on your RCs like I am, you're not going to be happy with this. This would be a great servo for a 1/8 scale buggy or something along that lines, or even a 1/10 scale monster truck. It would probably do fine in any of my other vehicles, but I recommend at least 350 inch-ounces of torque and above for a truck with tires this size. And anyway, I've already ordered another Savox servo. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but it has 444 ounces or inch-ounces of torque at 6 volts. So I will be adding a BEC and installing the Savox servo here towards the end of this week, just to get this thing. If you're a point and shoot guy, you know, again, my buddy Chris at Everyday RC, he points and shoots and sends his monster truck off of ramps, and that's pretty much the gist of what he does with his monster truck. So to him, he runs the stock servos, and he's still got his stock rival servo. I don't know how in the world it hasn't given out on him. The original one that I had, I blew that servo after on my second battery pack. So I'm not sure exactly how, but anyway, he's not real picky about that. But to me, cornering is an issue for me if the power is not there in the servo. So I like crisp, powerful servos. But anyway, that's a little tidbit of information there. And again, my other rival that I had Team Associated blue aluminum factory team shocks on it. I like those shocks a lot. I didn't have to have 100 weight in those. I think I had 30 weight, and they actually had proper dampening. Just goes to show you the quality of a factory team associated shock versus a GPM shock. But I think these will be fine once I get thick enough oil in them. And I do like the adjustable threaded bodies. That's one thing that you don't get. I don't know why, but that's one thing you don't get with the associated factory team shocks for this vehicle. You have to use those stupid preload clips. I hate those things, but those are great shocks. Once you get the preload right, the spring tension right, they're great shocks. They work great on this truck. So I should have my RPM A-arms sometime this week. I will be installing those. So got that, the servo, and we're going to be doing something about that motor real soon, because I don't think that Reedy's going to hold up too long, especially we're almost into some cooler weather here in Georgia, but for right now, it's still pretty warm, hitting 90-degree temperature outside. And I didn't take a temp gun outside with me, but that motor was, I don't know, I could have cooked bacon on it yesterday when I ran the truck. So anyway, that'll do it for this video, guys. I'm just trying to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on. And as always, my friends, like and subscribe if the shoe fits, and that ain't right at all, is it? It's close enough. Like and subscribe if the shoe fits, and have yourself a great day.